Bien. Jo. Bueno, pues si os parece vamos a empezar para que luego le dejemos a Rique el mayor tiempo posible. Muchísimas gracias, porque ha sido un éxito de convocatoria. Se llenó, vamos, yo me quedé loca porque abrimos 50 plazas y el segundo día estabais ya 48 apuntados. Ha sido realmente abrumador la aceptación que ha tenido el hands-on. Así que hemos abierto unas poquitas más y fijaos cómo estamos y no ha venido todo el mundo todavía estáis llegando. Así que muchísimas gracias. Como siempre tenemos los hashtags. Ya sabéis que el de TBC Madrid es el que tenemos nosotros aquí en la comunidad. Que si queréis poner algo, comentar algo, cuando hacéis posts en la community, esos son los que solemos utilizar y que siempre son bien recibidos. Estos han sido los datos para conseguir la OR y los de la Wi-Fi. Y esta es la agenda. La agenda es el bienvenido, que hemos estado todos aquí disfrutando de las nuevas instalaciones que tiene K2, que nos han cedido y que son fantásticas. Vamos a hacer un pequeñín repaso, porque hay muchísimas caras nuevas de quiénes somos, por si alguno no lo tiene muy claro el perfil que tenemos para explicarlo. Luego ya le paso el testigo a Rique, sesiones en inglés. Lo iba a poner, pero se me olvidó. Pero bueno, imagino que lo dais, por supuesto, las sesiones en inglés, con lo que os he dicho. La voz que tiene es la que tiene. Vamos a intentar seguirla todo lo que podamos. De todas formas, yo voy a estar también por aquí. Cualquier cosa nos lo vais diciendo. Y después, pues, tendremos que recoger todo y montaremos aquí el picoteo, ¿vale? Porque lo tenemos aquí, entonces nos han dicho los de K2 que lo vamos a montar aquí justo cuando acabe la sesión. Así que, esta es la Trailblazer Community, esta es una slide un poco general, que lo que nos dice es cómo está creciendo a nivel general la Trailblazer. Ahora acaba de cambiar el logo Trailhead, lo habréis visto, que ha cambiado hace unos días. Todo el baño que están haciendo, no hay módulos cada 2×3, yo cada vez que me meto siempre hay algo nuevo. Y bueno, pues hay que reconocer que está súper bien. Hay algunas communities que siguen funcionando muy bien, escribes, yo estoy suscrito a varias, escribes, la gente te responde y tal, nosotros ahí todavía, ya sabéis, lo tenemos que seguir trabajando. Porque escribimos y todavía, yo tengo una pregunta que lancé el otro día de service y que no sé cuál es la respuesta, de verdad. Es decir, necesito a alguien que me eche una mano, porque como me caiga en el examen, no sé qué es lo que tengo que decir. Entonces, que intentemos colaborar, de verdad. Ya sabéis que no nos vamos a juzgar unos a otros, porque aquí el gorro de si soy de S4G, de K2, de Innova o de Accenture, nos lo quitamos para ser simplemente compañeros que venimos a aprender, a compartir y a conocernos. Que al final es lo que intenta la community. Entonces, esta sí que la conocéis los que ya habéis venido alguna vez. A mí me gusta mucho. Es decir, la idea es hablar en un entorno distendido. Aquí nosotros no somos, para los que no nos conocéis, no somos elfos, ni nos pagan, ni somos parte de la organización, sino que somos amateurs que utilizamos nuestro tiempo libre para este tipo de cosas. Con lo cual, lo hacemos con el cariño de que nos gusta compartir algo que nos gusta. Es una plataforma que nos parece muy resultona, dinámica y tal. Y, pues bueno, pues si tú me cuentas algo que me mola y yo te cuento algo que también te interesa, pues al final vamos aprendiendo, vamos creciendo. Y con lo que nos ayuda además el que Salesforce cada día saca una cosa nueva. ¿Cómo se hace? Pues si nos buscas, ahora han puesto un buscador muchísimo más cómodo que antes, tengo que actualizar la slide, pero es que no me ha dado tiempo. Un buscador en el que simplemente por región ya te salen todos los grupos. Es asombroso. Ahora cuando ya buscas los grupos de Europa y buscas los grupos de España, es asombroso. Luego estamos haciendo pilotos, se puede decir, en los que vamos un poco probando. Ahora hemos hecho pues unos tips así un poquito por encima de service. A raíz de hoy veremos a ver qué podemos ir haciendo para postear en los siguientes meses, a ver qué ideas surgen de este grupo de hoy. Esto no es solo para partners, ni es solo para gente que tiene Salesforce. Esto es para cualquiera. Es decir, no tengo por qué tener Salesforce para curiosear esto. Si tengo un amigo que es un poco friki, pues, tráetelo. Que a lo mejor, yo qué sé, se hace un módulo de algo que, qué sé, de APIs o de desarrollador, o curiosea un poco por encima la certificación de admin. Pues eso también está para esto. Está súper abierto a clientes, porque al final los clientes son los que utilizan el día a día el producto. Súper abierto a key users. Y, por supuesto, a los desarrolladores, aunque tenemos a Dani, que ahora mismo no sé dónde está, aquí. A Dani, que no sé si le conocéis. Dani, hemos abierto hace muy poquitos meses el grupo específico de desarrolladores. Entonces, para un enfoque un poquito más técnico, Dani es el líder. Yo, junto con otra Cristina, que ahora mismo no está, y con Inés, que ella vive en Londres, somos las tres que llevamos el de admin, business user, un poquito de todo. Esta es una slide en el que seguimos diciendo, aquí no están todos ya. Es decir, esta es una slide que ya está pasada de moda, de todo lo que hemos abierto en, pues prácticamente no lleva un año. Es decir, va creciendo y creciendo y creciendo. Entonces, esto da muchísima vida, muchísima vida. Acordaos cómo se buscan y que si yo lo voy contando, al final consigo, porque todavía, aunque nosotros hacemos una labor con Salesforce, todavía hay clientes que no conocen. Ahora, cuando están haciendo una sesión en los chicos del Success, del Customer Success, están yendo por partners, están yendo por clientes, luego los eventos que hacen en sus oficinas, ellos nos incluyen. Ya tenemos una slide nosotros, que ellos hablan de los user group y la función que hacemos en la comunidad. Entonces, acordaos de contárselo a vuestros clientes. Y esta slide es un poquito para que veáis que aparte esto hacemos aquí de vez en cuando, cada 1, 2 meses o 3 meses, a nivel local en Madrid, se va haciendo en varias capitales o en varias ciudades de España. Y luego tenemos nuestro evento anual. Nuestro evento anual es el Timolé, que de aquí, ¿cuántos habéis ido? Pues, ¿ha sido hace nada? Ya. Hace nada ha sido en Málaga y es una experiencia realmente interesante para ir, ¿eh? Pero muy interesante. Yo he ido ya a todos. Bueno, al de Barcelona al final no pude ir, pero al de Madrid y al de Málaga sí he ido. Y no es Basecamp, no es Dreamforce. No va a ese rollo. Es decir, para eso tenemos Basecamp y para eso tenemos Dreamforce. Esto es un sitio en el que te rodeas lo que nosotros estamos, pero mucho más. Es decir, el aforo me parece que fue de 250. Allí en Málaga faltó prácticamente nadie porque yo estoy haciendo el registro. Y son sesión tras sesión, tras sesión, tras sesión, de un montón de tips, de un montón de topics, te bajan por todas las nubes, tienes puntos de vista de diferentes, de admin, de developer, de business user. Luego tuvimos algún hands-on que no habíamos tenido antes, ella hizo uno de Analytics. El de hoy yo pensaba que iba a ser el mismo, me ha dicho que no, así que mucho mejor para los que ya lo habíais estado. Y es más barato que ir a Dreamforce. Es decir, que animaos el año que viene, no sé dónde será, mola, de verdad. Es esto exponencialmente. Entonces, de verdad, animaos porque está súper bien. Y esta es la slide que ya conocéis de Salesforce, que, bueno, que no os pongáis ahora locos a comprar acciones, ya sabéis. Y le paso la palabra a Enrique. Welcome and thank you.
This is true. I came anyway, but my voice is gone, as you can hear. So I'm going to try my best, and hopefully you can hear me, because I was excited to come here and see all of you. But World Tour in London last week gave me a sore throat, and I've been talking at a academy, a training session Einstein Analytics the past 2 days for 9 hours, and this morning I woke up, my voice was gone. This is the best it's been today. So, yeah. So my name is Ricky, and I'm a Einstein Analytics solution architect with Salesforce. So the forward-looking statement slide does apply. I'm also part of product. So I'm part of the Einstein Analytics product team. So I also know what's coming up in the coming releases, and hence the forward-looking statement slide really does apply if I start going out in a tangent. However, today's going to be hands-on. So everything is going to be available in the UI. Please help each other out because you're a large group and there's one of me and my voice is gone, as you can hear. So please kind of help each other out, but also let me know if you're stuck and we will try and help each other. Okay? And I'll try to speak slow as well. Oh, sorry. Did everybody get their developer org? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure your developer org is going to be in Spanish, right? As I could kind of hear that I'm delivering this in English. So that's good. That was told. I don't speak Spanish, so if you don't mind changing your user language to English, so I can help you out. And that way it's also a one-to-one. So that would be really good. So how many, by the way, how many of you are admins in here? How many developers? And we have probably a few consultants as well. Yeah. So are you all familiar with kind of navigating setup? Yeah. What about Einstein Analytics? How much, who's been using it before? Few? You guys are going to help out on the tables, right? Good. Okay. So is this big enough? I'm zooming in one. But we want to go over and find our user on the left side. And you're just going to find the user again. And we're going to find our own name and click on the edit. Okay? Right next to it, right here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, so all the way down in the bottom, have the locale setting. So please here, if you can put this to English and then hit on save. And I'm just going to hit save. There is one more we want to do. If you scroll down on this user setting here, notice there is one called user integration. Okay? This one has the analytics cloud integration profile. We also want to change this one to English because this is what's controlling what's coming over into Einstein Analytics. So hit on edit for that one as well. Scroll down. So you have the language as English. Okay. Everyone managed to get this? Good. That needs to help you a little bit. Did Spanish many years ago. Haven't practiced it since. Okay, so with this one, we want to go into Einstein Analytics. So the app launcher in the top left, and we're going to use Analytics Studio. Heads up, this is changing in summer. It's going to look a little bit different. It's a different icon. and I've been logged into it, so it's fine. So we're first gonna go to data measure. So up in the top here or down here, there's like where it says data measure. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. I mean, because my voice is sounding wrong. So, and this is gonna be anything around data. And I just want, does anybody have the connect here? I know, okay. When you click on the connect, it's all green. It's fine if you don't have it. See, I don't have it. I just want to check. It's all green. It's not green. Okay, if it's not green, there's a connect right here. And all the objects are going to be down here. Okay? If it's not green, there's a local one. There's going to be like drop down. You click running your data sync. I have not been able to my developer work. Completely fine. This is just like making sure your data extract happens when you run out data flow. It was what's making sure your data from Salesforce into Einstein Analytics. If that not done, you'll get an error in a little bit. Then I want you to check any of you that one. If you don't have it, you don't worry about it. It's completely fine. You're just, on the same level. Okay. So while you're waiting for it to run, we're gonna go back to Analytics Studio. So I tend to have my tabs open here. If you close it down, there is also the gear icon to go back to Analytics Studio. Now, let's go ahead up in the top right, and we're going to create an app. The app is in Salesforce reports, and it stores all our assets. So let's click on Create App. We're going to start from blank app. And you can call it anything you want. I'm going to call it Madrid. Doesn't matter what you call it. Help anywhere? Please let me know if I need to help because I can't see your screen. So, yeah. Everybody's on okay? Awesome. I'm just gonna hit and save or create. Sorry. And we now have a lonely app. Our data set is the same as, think of it as a file all. Okay, each row represents something. In this case, our rows represent opportunity. So in Einstein Analytics, when we work with data, it's a little bit different than when we work with it in Salesforce. I want to start with the lowest level, the most detailed level, okay? So if I want a data set about opportunities, my root object is going to be opportunities. I will then add in my account, and I'll add in my user information. In Salesforce, we start from account, and we move down to opportunity, maybe not, right? So the hierarchy is a little different here. So we're going to go ahead and okay. The most detailed level is not sure. They decide on the object literally. So I just have awesome. So we click on that create button in the top right. Data set. Now these are the different ways we get data in. In this case, we're going to use data. I'm going to use data. The first thing we have to do is get data set a name. I have to call it my boss. And we have to add it into a data flow. So I'm adding into my existing data flow called default Salesforce data flow. And you can go ahead to next. Is it loading too? Yeah. Okay. I've done this many times. Please do not click next until I tell you. Okay? Because then You have to do it differently. So let's stay with the easy way. So our root object was our opportunity, remember? This was search. Search for opportunity selection. Now hover over and you'll see this little plus. So we're going to click on the plus. And this allows us to select different fields. Click search for name. Okay, name. And amount. Wow. Then we're going to search for stage. We're going to have opportunity type. So search for type. And then search. And we're going to have the first two close it and create it. Yeah. Name. Amount. Stage. Okay. These were fields I selected. Okay. Everybody got this. Okay. Now notice I have this tab relationship. We're going to click on that, and I'm going to select two relationships. We're going to select our account and ID. So click on join account ID and also the owner ID. So now see two new branches of your. Okay. The easy way to access them is just click on the canvas and drag. We can add many levels out as we want. It's not the same hierarchy we have. So hover over the account, and we're going to click plus and select a few fields. So let's name. Yeah. All the way down, selecting fields. The first one is account name. Come on. An industry. All account type. And billing country. Billing country. Okay. Now we can click on the canvas. And we can add a few fields from our user. We're actually going to only add one. It's going to be full name. Okay. So now, you notice more fields. Okay. Awesome. Full name. Okay. Magical moment. Click next. We now have to put it into an app. So choose app you just created. Okay. Choose your app and create data set. And okay. I need your app. Choose app. Yeah, you're not clicking. Okay. Our data flow determines what data sets we have. And one data flow can have multiple data sets created in it. Okay. So the first thing here is something Israel comes with. And what we just created is down here. I have a few more things because I've done this few more things. This is what we have. Okay. We took this out, we join them together, and we're registering it as a single set. Now, sometimes we want to do additional transformation using below, but today we're going to do it in a little bit easier. And from the perspective of data, this will put a lot of effort on the data side, but also something called recipes. Okay. So we're going to use recipes and do a couple of transformations for data that we just created. So go over to the data manager tab and click on the data flow and recipes. And then there's this tab, this data set recipes. We are gonna go ahead and click on create recipe. And now we have to choose. It's not there yet. Hold on there first. But essentially, monitor, we can see now that our data flow is running. If you click on this plus, you'll see the elements, the different nodes that it has run, how long it took, all these things. Are yours okay? Are yours done? Just because I have a few more things in mind. Does anybody still have theirs running? A few of you. You need to click on this little button to refresh, else nothing happens. Yeah. This one here. The thing with analytics, we depend on data. Yeah, mine is not. Okay. Who hasn't had the successful one yet? Make sure to click this little refresh button. You guys okay? That's okay. Great. Cool. So let's go ahead and go to that data flow and recipe. And on that data set recipe we tried before. Now let's try and create a new recipe. All right. So I'm gonna take this my ops. I have 3. You probably just have 1. Select the one you have. I will select this one. And let's call this my ops transform. And the name doesn't. Yeah. Click on recipe. And you choose my ops. The one data set is ready. This is just what you call it, the base, and we'll find it later. Okay, click next. So this is a preview of all our data. This is the transformations we have applied, not yet. And this over here is a profile of the data or the column we've selected. We can also see the attributes here. So we're going to add two more fields in here to our data set. So we're going to go ahead and we will find our amount field. So scroll all the way to the right. And you'll have your amount field here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Wow. I'm glad this is just an hour and not hours. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and select the formula. Actually, no, hold on. We want to take the bucket. Bucket. And now I selected a formula. So we're going to create a new field called deal size. And we're going to take first our first value, which is going to be, I guess, this is not the best. I wouldn't necessarily call this is the right number, but let's say 1 million. This is going to be a small deal. I know this is large, but still. I tested with the data, and this should work. Match this is a 30 prospect. Okay? The reason we sort alphabetically, that means close loss will be the first one. So we're changing the order now by doing this, and I'll show you how we get rid of that number again. So we're going to click on the plus and find one where it says qualification in this preview, or you can type it out. I'm going to call that O2 qualification. And put qualification in here. Okay? We're not going to do it for all of them. We're going to do 2 more. Closed one and closed lost. So find closed one. Click on the plus. I am just flagging. I might need some power. So, oh, here. One more extension. The recording is doing it.
It's short.
It's short. It's
Okay.
fine. So we are going to take the remaining values and bucket them in here, and we're going to call that O3 proposal. So right here, yes,
And use.
the recording is training it. Okay. So I bucket the remaining values, O3 proposal. Now you can click on add. We're going to call this stage sort. Okay. Now let's go ahead and click on create dataset. We will put this in the app that we created. So select the create or the app we just created. Now, these are all the fields that we have. We could go ahead and uncheck the fields we didn't want to be part of our data set. We're not going to do that. We're just going to keep all of it. Just notice that we can't go in and select things or deselect things that we have in our data set. Go ahead and click on continue. And we're just going to run this time, this one time only. Obviously, this is production. You want to make sure that you have a schedule for this because else you have stale data. We're just going to run it once. Now, if we go back to the data manager and the monitor tab, you'll see that our recipe here is running. And again, I am impatient. So I will click that refresh button until I get my successful. Okay, this is what we wanted to do with our data. We need data in order to create dashboards. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on back to Analytics Studio. And we're going to create a dashboard. So if you have, everybody have the data set. Let's go back to Analytics Studio. You have the tab open that, or the gear icon. It looks like it's still loading, but if I just click on anything in here of the tabs, it will update. It's just, browser. So click on the data set, and the two ones I have are here. So what we want to do now is we want to click on the create button to start our dashboard. Click create and choose the dashboard. Now we can take a blank dashboard, create everything from scratch. That's going to be the hard way. That's normally how I do it, but because of limited time and also because they look kind of cool, the templated apps, the templated dashboard, that's one of those. Notice we have some of these called smart. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What? Sorry. Okay. I can't yell you off. Thank you. Normally I would could. Too. Okay. So we're gonna choose the table expansion, and I forgot to go into the XMD, so please remember to remind me if I forget. Wow. Okay. Table expansion. Click on continue. So we first have to choose a data set we want to use. That's going to be the data set we just created. So the transform one, or whatever you called it. We are going to choose a couple of dimensions. We're going to choose deal size. Okay. We're going to choose opportunity type. Deal size. Yes. Deal size is the first one. Then opportunity type. then name, the opportunity name, then a stage, the sorted one, the new one we created, and finally billing country. Yeah, I will, they're right here. Account name is the last one. Yeah, called account ID name. And finally the name. Okay. So we have 6 options selected, and then in the measure we only have one. Selecting that one amount, and in the date we're going to select the close date. Okay. That's all it takes to create a good dashboard. So let's click on looks good next. My first dashboard, we can call it. The world, whatever you want to call it. And click on next. And now it generated this whole dashboard for you. You don't have to do anything new. Obviously, you can also create from scratch. This is a good way to kind of quickly get a good-looking dashboard. If I preview, you can now see anything I select, things are starting to change. Okay? If I want to look at my details, I click open and click close. The fact we're changing things as we're selecting it is called faceting. Having this dynamic flow by using pages. So now we'll try and modify our dashboard a little bit. So make sure you're in edit mode up by pencil. All these things, charts, widgets, inside a widget that has data, is a step. These are here. single exploration of our data set. Now we're going to go ahead and do a couple of changes to this dashboard. First thing is, let's go up in our text here, and let's go ahead and call it My First Dashboard. Let's also resize this widget down here. Okay. Now, let's double click on this chart in the middle, and we want to change this a little bit. So we want to use a compare table here because we want to do a calculation. So we want to do a chart that shows the percentage change from one month to another. Okay. So we have close date, year. We're going to have close date. So click on that. Click close date, year, month. So we get a little bit more. Okay. Up here, you have a table mode. Click on that, and we're going to choose the compare table. Now, coming in summer, you can avoid this step. And we can just create a new measure, okay? But for now, in spring, we have to select the compare table. So now we want to create a calculated field. So we're going to click on our plus underneath our sum of amount. Do another sum of amount. So on the sum of amount, we're going to click on arrow next to it. And we're going to edit this column. First thing we want to do is we want to give this a name in a column header. I'm going to call it POP. Thank you. Okay. So down here, we can type out our formulas, or we can select some of the predefined. We're going to use predefined the period over period. First thing is to select the column we want to do our calculation of. It's going to be our A column because we only have one. So that's here. We only have month over month because we group by month. Do we want to have a percentage or a unit change? We're going to keep the percentage. We want the format to be a percentage. You can now go ahead and click on apply. And you'll see the calculation being done. hopefully more powerful than you can do in the operational reports in Salesforce, right? Okay. So we're going to click on the close button here. Okay, so this button here. And I want to see this as a chart. I want to see it as a table. I'm going to go to the chart mode. Up here. And maybe click on the charts here on the right side. Notice we have the suggested charts. Let's pick a time combo. I think it's right here. Okay. And then you can hit on update. We've changed one chart to be something we want instead. Everybody got it? You can always, when you click on it, change all these widget properties, colors, stuff like that. We're not going to spend time on that, but I would encourage you to explore it. Okay? Let's go ahead and clone this number. Click on the number and click on the copy widget. Now it's down here in the bottom, but we're going to take it and drag it up right here. I cloned this one by clicking down here, copy widget. I'm also going to clone this one up here, the text. Okay. So go ahead and clone that by clicking on the copy widget. I'm pulling my revenue text up here and just resizing it. I'm going to call this year to date, so YTD. And the next thing I want to do is just double click on this number to open up my Explorer. Everybody with me? Yeah. Notice we have this filter tab. We're going to click on that, and we're going to click on plus add a filter because we only want to look at that is year to date. Okay. So choose close date. And there should be one in here, calendar year, which is current year to date. Select that one and hit the add button. Yes.
Difference between current year and current year today.
Current year also takes, if you, yeah. So right now we have what, the 30th? No, 29th. So if an opportunity was closing tomorrow, this would not be part of this filter. No worries. And let's go ahead and click on update. Everybody got the filter? Great. Now let's clone this again. So copy widget. And we're going to drag that one up next to it. And we're also going to do the same thing with the year to date again. So clone that. And this one we're going to call year to date LY for last year. Okay. Now double click on your number. And you notice before when we saw the filters, you don't have to do this, but you notice before on this close date, we only have current year, previous year, next year, current year to date, and previous year to date. We don't have year to date for the same period last year, okay? If you want that, pretty typical. So we can actually go to SACL, which is Salesforce Analytics Query Language, and we can do a simple modification, and we get it in, okay? We're going to try that now. So for you developers in here, this is probably where you're like, oh, I can do more than a UI. So we're hitting this little SACL mode button. First thing is we're loading our data set. We apply our filter. Okay, so this is what we're seeing here. We're grouping by all. We don't have a grouping, so we're just saying grouping by all. And then we're projecting what we want, which is sum of amount as sum of amount. If we had a grouping, we would also project that. Okay. And then finally, we just have a limit of 2,000. We can delete that if we want. It doesn't really have an effect here because we're grouping by all. Okay. Now, what we have here is current day, current year to current day. And we can go in and say, minus 1 year, 1 year. And I don't have anything. That's fun. I'm actually doubt, is this, I need to do it for both? Oh, just give me a second. I'm doubtful now. Yeah. Yeah. So we have current year to current day minus 1 year. You just need to change this. I forgot that in the filter, so we're going to choose in a SACL where we say 1 year ago. Okay. So instead of having current year, you say 1 year ago. So what we're looking at is saying, well, 1 year ago, till current day minus 1 year. Okay? And now we hit run. Now I got the number. I knew it was wrong. Everybody got this? Got a number? Yeah. So we can use SACL for a lot of things. Also, if we want to take opportunities and cases together, it doesn't make sense to have that in one data set. A lot of the times, you could aggregate it up if you wanted. But that would allow us to take in 2 different data sets, co-group it together, and then project the count of rows for how many cases, how many opportunities does one account have. So we can do a lot of fun stuff in the SACL. Just don't use SACL unless you have to, because as soon as you switch to SACL, underneath it will always be SACL. Hence, if somebody want to change this, they have to use SACL to change it. So from an admin perspective, no need to go to SACL unless we really have to, because you are throwing out the UI capabilities. You cannot edit in the UI anymore by choosing my grouping, choosing my measure, that sort of stuff, okay? So I can now go back to my chart and I can click on update. And we get a different number. Now, notice up here, I have my page, and you can see that I have the charts that I just created are not here, okay? So I see default. I have my year-to-date and my year-to-date last year. Now, I want to go back to my grid expansion first. And let's go ahead and make this a little bit smaller. Just the text makes it smaller. Now go back to the default, and we're going to select the numbers. And you can go ahead and click on Move Add down here. And we're going to add it to a page. We're going to add it to a grid expanded. Bless you. And you'll now see it's here, so I can drag that up. So we just have to move those elements.
If you do them all at once, they will place in the same position.
All of them?
Yep.
I think I did the last time. It didn't do it. But let's try.
When I did the 4 of them,
Yeah, I don't know. I knew that, like, I'd done this before and it didn't do it either, but sometimes it does. I'm not quite sure why.
if you're looking for feedback, pasting in the same position that you want, the other one.
There is some shortcuts. I did a blog on shortcuts. So if you want to overload yourself with shortcuts, have a look at that one. Okay. Okay, so if we now preview, you'll see that open, close. I'm keeping my charts up here, okay? Let's go ahead and click on the edit. And now open up our table. So double click on that, it's fine. I don't want it to start with deal size. I want maybe to have account name first and then the name of the opportunity. So we can take the account name over from our left side and drag that up. And then we can take the name and drag that up as well. Okay? So we can change the sorting after we have done our table as well. We can also add more in if we wanted to. Okay? But just click update here. Okay. Now let's take from our left side a list here. So we take a list widget and we're going to drag it up. My computer is a little slow with all this recording going on in the background. Hold on. Okay, and inside, we're going to click on the list to create a step. We're going to choose our state sorted, okay? So select the state sort. Okay? And then click on create. Now, we don't want to show sort, so let's just call it stage. If I quickly preview, you'll notice that I can only select one at a time. I want to be able to select